So, what are you doing with your time and talents? It is reflective of your heart and your dedication to the Lord. Those that are the Lord's will give him their time and will give him their talents and will give him their treasure. What are you doing with it? Verse 14. Jesus is saying the end of the world, the kingdom of heaven will be like a man that's going on a journey. And the man going on the journey is God himself, is Christ. He's going on a journey. And he called his servants and entrusted to them his property. He gave each of them something to take care of and invest in and grow as he was gone. In verse 15, to one he gave 5 talents. This is money. To another, he gave 2 talents, and to another, 1 talent, to each according to his ability. So he gave the one 5 because he knew that this guy with 5 could do something with the 5. He gave one 2 because he knew this one could do something with the 2. He's not expecting the one with 2 talents to do what the person with 5 talents is doing, and he's not expecting the guy with the 5 talents to do what the person with 2 talents is doing. He is giving each one according to their ability, and he gave one talent. And he who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with him, and he made 5 talents more. He doubled it. Now, verse 17. So also he who had the 2 talents made how many talents? 2 talents more. They both doubled them. Yes, does the one that began with 2 talents, he still has less than what the guy with 5 talents began with. He has 4, and the guy with 5 talents now has 10. Is the fellow with the 2 talents less productive? No, they are equal in productivity, and as we will see, they will be equal in blessings and rewards. So the same would apply to the man with the 1 talent, but he did not do the same thing. This is our example not to follow. This is our sin to avoid. But he who had received the 1 talent, what did he do? He went and dug in the ground and hid his master's money. He didn't try to double it. He didn't try to work and increase it. He hid it in the ground. Now, after a long time, remember, Jesus is going to be away for a long time. We do not know the time that our master is coming. Now, after a long time, the master of those servants came and settled accounts with them. And he who had received the 5 talents came forward, and he brought 5 talents more. And he said, Master, you delivered to me 5 talents. Here, I have made 5 talents more. And his master said to him, Good job. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. Don't you want to hear those words from your almighty Savior, from your God? Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been given talents. You have been given treasure. You have been given time. What are you doing with those 3 things? Then he also, who had the 2 talents, came forward and said, Master, you delivered to me 2 talents. Here, I have made 2 talents more. Oh, he has done the same thing. But maybe since he has less, the master will say something different to him. No, he gets the same speech. He is told, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. As we are obedient to the Lord here and as we serve him with the things that we have here before Christ's return, we will have then increased responsibility and increased joy in the coming kingdom. Verse 24, he also, who had received the 1 talent, came forward and listened to this terrible, awful speech. He says, Master, I knew you to be a hard man. He's degrading and putting down Jesus. Reaping where you did not sow, gathering where you scattered no seed. You are expecting me to double your work, double your talent, and do things with it without you lifting a little finger. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. You see how foolish he was, too, because he's like, well, if the master was, how he was saying, which he isn't. But if he was a hard man in this way, you would think he would go and work extra hard to do something with that one talent. So he says, here, you can have back what you gave to me. Here, you have what is yours. Verse 26. But his master answered him, you wicked and slothful servant. You do not want to be wicked with the time, talent, and treasures that God has given you. You do not want to be lazy and slothful with the time, talents, and treasures that the Lord has given you. Then he goes on to say, you knew that I reap where I have not sown. You knew that I gather where I scatter no seed. Then you ought to have invested my money with the bankers. So at my coming, I should have received what it was my own with interest. You could have at least invested it in the banks. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has will more be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. Because you see, this wicked and slothful servant was not a true Christian. His faith did not run deep, it was not the true faith. It was a wicked and lazy faith. It was one that did not work and do the things that God asked him to do. When we are truly born again, it changes our hearts, it changes our attitudes, and we change. Verse 30, and cast. Here's a terrible promise. It's a promise you need to claim. It's a promise you need to know is real for the sake of those that are not Christians. He says, cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness, and in that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What a terrible place. So realize this: your time, your talent, and your treasure, the things that God has given you, how you steward that before the Lord, is a reflection of your faith. If you are faithful to the Lord, if you have embraced Christ as your Savior, you will be doing good works with your time, with your talent, and with your treasure. I pray that has been a blessing to you, and I'll see you in the next video.